The other thing on the Bush of Ghosts album that was interesting to people that bought it was to look at the back where the credit for the cover was a still from a video. What's your involvement with video art and moving pictures?
Well, I do make videos, but they don't move very much. They're very still videos. They're mostly, or most of the ones I've been doing for the last year and a half or 2 years are static shots of the New York skyline. So you have the tops of the buildings there, and oh yes, and I use the screen in the other way. I don't have the TV that way, I have it this way up, so that I have the skyline occupying the bottom 6th or 5th of the picture, and then sky above that. For me, it's an attempt to remake New York in a kind of image that I can find acceptable. And the city, instead of being a kind of bustling, tormented and busy place, becomes something rather serene. My feeling about New York is that it's really a medieval city, which happens to have landed in the 20th century, you know.
I believe the current project you're engaged in is writing a book. What sort of form will that take?
The form I'm working with at the moment is something like the A to Z of London, where you are continuously referred to other pages. So, for instance, on this page you would have, for example, the term epigenetic landscape here, but it would be mentioned in passing. So rather than have a footnote that explains that term, you refer the person to another page, 64 or something, where that concept will be dealt with more exhaustively. The idea would be that instead of just reading the book from beginning to end, page after page, you can choose your route through. I'm taking a kind of risk with it, because if you're working, you always have this feeling that you shouldn't ask too many questions, because you might demystify the situation, and so it will become impotent for you after that. I'm testing out to see whether that happens. I don't think that ever happens, really. If you really do try to discover what you might call the spiritual basis of your work, you'll find that you have a lot more to do rather than less to do. My way of working has always been not to set a goal and try to reach it, but to see what I do anyway and see how I can make use of it. You know, it's a different way round of working, I think.